and welcome into Bon Appetit from the Alabama National Fair. Eliga Whitfield, one of the sponsors of the Creative Living section, which features many, many wonderful cooking dishes. And we have the Eliga Cook of the Year, Melissa Welch. And again, the reason you're the Cook of the Year is you have multiple entries.
Yes.
And you've seen them over the past few weeks, and ribbons and all these different things. And this is a salad, which is, okay, everybody should be eating salad, but it's to die for, and it's using pecans, and it got a blue ribbon.
It did.
Number one. So, teach us to do something healthy.
Okay.
A salad. with it's got everything you need in it.
The requirements for this was to use the wonderful Tucker pecans and to use a cup of pecans in this recipe.
Mm-hmm.
So I started out with just a basic salad of just mixed greens, and I try to use things that don't have preservatives in them. I mean, we need to be health conscious and try to avoid those all we can. So just mixed greens, and to that I'm just gonna do this, and I'm just gonna add as I talk. I've got fresh pineapple, and who doesn't love fresh pineapple?
Everybody. So good for you.
We've got the strawberries. We're just gonna add. We've got a little bit of craisins.
I love that.
And they just add a little sweet,
They do.
and they're actually really good for you
crazy.
as well.
They're great for the kidneys.
They are. For grilled chicken, and you can cheat. You can buy it in the package already done. I did that today. But I also like to, if we're cooking, to do an extra couple of chicken breasts, because the grill's always better when you finish cooking than it is, to put things on.
Is that right?
And cook a few and then have them cold in the fridge to add to the salad. But a few red onions, purple onions. You may.
Yeah,
I'll take
you want
some.
this first?
Yes, feta cheese.
Great. Because I know we got the blender here right in your way.
The blender's good. We're going to add, and you can add as much as you like of these, which is wonderful. And then one aspect of the recipe was maple glazed pecans, and you'll have that in the recipe, and that helped to add. So these are just done on the stovetop and then put in the oven, but you can see they just add a little crunch and a little taste.
So did you buy them already maple glazed?
No, I made those.
You did them.
You will have the recipe in
there.
there.
The recipe's going to show you what to do with it.
Now the dressing though is what makes this. Anybody can do this. But the dressing is what makes this, and I'm just going to add.
And the dressings will probably got you
the dressing is wonderful. Okay. The dressing, to begin with, in the blender, and you need to do this in the blender. Okay. It's a half a cup of toasted pecans. You toast those before you put them in, just to bring out the flavor. Yummy. And then we have a third of a cup plus a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. And I apologize for doing these in bags and not bowls, but it's convenient.
Right. It's called having it ready.
And then we have
that's what I like about her. Everything is ready.
2 tablespoons of brown sugar. That's going to mix in there.
Okay.
And then we have a 1/4 cup of Eliga butter maple, our pancake syrup, which is so good, and that mimics the flavor of the pecans as well, the toasted pecans. We're going to add that in. And then we have about a half a cup of mayo. And I use Hellmann's. I'm just a little, I love Hellmann's and the creaminess and the taste that it gives. Now, we're going to put that in and blend. And then to that, you can add a little bit of salt and pepper if you want to. You don't have to add that. But to that, we're going to add just a half a cup of any type of vegetable oil. You can add olive oil, or really light olive oil if you'd like to. Canola, whatever. And then just blend that. It takes about a good minute and a half to get that emulsified and to get it. But it ends up, you hold that up, it ends up being probably a salad dressing like you've never seen, which doesn't look that appetizing to me because it's brown. But this is wonderful. The toasted pecans and the apple cider vinegar plus the syrups just blend to be wonderful. And I will say, make your salad up and leave it like this. You can put this in the fridge and then get your serving off and then add your dressing as you want it. This will keep for a couple of days in the fridge. And you will have it made up and you'll have everything done. I'm going to plate up just a little here. And so that we've got a little bit of aspect of all of it.
We'll put a little, all the nice color.
We'll put a little run. And you know, when it's colorful, it's healthy.
It is.
It's healthy.
That's right.
So we have that, and then just a little drizzle of this over the top. And you see, it's a nice thick. I used it to dip, and you know, it's just but that's a little taste.
That emulsified beautifully.
You know, that's thick enough that you could actually, if you don't want a lot of dressing, you could put a little
You can.
area of dressing and then dip your fork into
You
it
can
and then take a
dip.
bite of it. And
But
you'll
it's just
you'll get
wonderful.
all the taste. 'Cause
It's-
it's really
A
great.
little dollop will do you. Is
It'll
that
do.
Amen.
But it's just a wonderful light salad, and when you
Okay.
get different bites of the craisins or a bite of pineapple with that, it's good. And I even took some of the fruit and used this as a dip, and was
Okay.
dipping the pineapple and the strawberries in the dressing,
Wow.
which made it really
Okay,
good.
Yeah.
tasting.
Here we go.
Yep. We have at
I
it.
love
Be
my
ready.
chocolate.
You'll get a kick from the vinegar.
Isn't
You'll
that
get
amazing?
the flavor of the pecans.
Yeah.
But you'll get all the aspects from the maple
Right.
pecans to the dressing
Wow.
in this, and you can basically put anything you want to. But I love that combination of fruits together.
Mm-hmm.
How long would that keep?
It will keep about 2 weeks in the refrigerator,
Okay, so you could make up
and
a batch
it
to use
which
and serve some.
that makes a
look at that.
pint, which is
Well,
good.
Well,
That's
Melissa, we
so
want to
good.
thank you. We want to thank Ron. You guys are the dynamic duo. You come in, you always help us. And remember, the Alabama National Fair is right around the corner. Get to the fair, go to the creative living area, see all the wonderful things that are there. You probably will see Melissa and Ron entering something
Probably.
again this
You
year.
bet.
You may see us running, but we'll be there.
Amen. And we'll be right back right after this.